Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe. Yards shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Brady now on first down. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing and they get right into the game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. But 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fournette. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. He's got Evans. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
9-yard line.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
He was tackled at the 46.
Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady now to throw.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 36. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
At the 36-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Brady gives this one off to Jones.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
The 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Ryan, quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. keep on the ground with Jones. He finds an opening past the 40. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
Aaron Jones, 73 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
58, boy, 58, 58, come on. Target, reload.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Check 3. Regular. No.
They go back to the ground with Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. Brady's throw there complete. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You get it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. William Golston in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
3rd down.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st down, Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. On second down, it's Jones. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Packers.
A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
It's a pickup at 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for him. It's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 33 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Tampa. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Jones. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 44, Brady. Evans has it left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I got it. 51 to Mike.
Operating from the gun. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ozzy. Ozzy. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, they scared. They scared. Regular. 50.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Cover.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
2-yard line.
Brady to throw. Very quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Succop. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Rodgers to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more